Pictures apparently paint 1,000 words, but I think I only need 4 to tell you what's going on in this picture. Marathons are flipping difficult. In January of this year, I took a proactive step to try and meet one of my long-term goals, which was to run a marathon. Specifically, I signed up for the Loch Ness Marathon, which was held on the 28th of September 2025, 2 weeks ago now. The day before the marathon, I was feeling pretty nervous. I feel sick with nerves. That shot was taken almost exactly to the minute, 24 hours before I would be crossing the start line the next day, and only just before I went on my very last training run by the river in Inverness. This speed sensor gave me a much needed confidence boost by telling me to slow down, and I then tried to give myself my own confidence boost by reminding myself of all the training and preparation that I'd already done. I've completed every single one of my planned training runs. That is true. I've developed a very carefully adapted nutrition and hydration plan. And I've also got a thorough anti-chafing mitigation strategy. I should clarify that I'm not in any way sponsored by Mega Babe. I do feel a lot of pride actually in the approach that I took to that training plan. It wasn't without its hiccups. I had to figuratively rip it up following injury, and then one of my children literally ripped it up. If you're interested, there is a whole video dedicated to that training process, linked in the description below. To get to the start line of the Loch Ness Marathon, all the runners are bussed out on coaches 40 kilometers from Inverness. The start line was a pretty special experience, in all honesty. Thousands and thousands of runners, all there for their own different reasons, but all with the same goal, which was to make it to the finish line, 42.2 kilometers away.
This team at Miller, these all 220.
To call the Loch Ness Marathon scenic would be a criminal understatement. It's all about the journey and not the destination. The answer doesn't matter half as much as the question. The first half of the race actually went really well, really smoothly. I was roughly speaking at the pace I wanted to be. My heart rate wasn't spiking. My body wasn't in any kind of discomfort or pain. Things were feeling quite good actually, and I crossed the halfway point slightly quicker than I thought I was going to. But then, very shortly after the halfway point, I started to feel a niggle in my left hip. It did start as just a niggle, and it wasn't something that I really paid much attention to, but it began to build from a discomfort and pain point of view to a point where it was becoming much more noticeable and having an effect on my running form. And at around 27 or 28 kilometers, the pain was getting to a point where actually it felt like something genuinely was wrong. Walking for a short time would give me some respite from the pain, but as soon as I started running again, it would come back very quickly and with a vengeance. Old and familiar feelings of failure, inadequacy, doubt were starting to creep in. Each step was taking me closer to the finish line. Mentally, though, each painful step was making the prospect of actually reaching that finish line feel further and further away. But it turned out that I had an unrealized secret weapon. Walking to the start line that morning, you could just feel something in the air, a sense of camaraderie. You would never have guessed that the people on my coach were complete strangers. Everybody was sharing words of encouragement, sharing their motivation for running on the day, their own tips, their own experience. That sense of camaraderie only grew at the start line. I just got the impression that the general consensus among everyone running was that we wanted each and every other runner to succeed in their goal. You also would not believe the amount of people that showed up to cheer from the sidelines, cheering on complete strangers, people they'd never met and probably would never see again. But there was also an overwhelming amount of support from people that I did know. Words of encouragement from an old friend at the start line. A staggering amount of donations to my Just Giving page. That final total is still just absolutely bonkers to me. 2 of my siblings-in-law showing up unexpectedly on the day. Messages of support from friends, work colleagues, family members, including words from each of the 3 amazing kids that complete my wife and I's family.
You got this too, Daddy, remember? If you're scared, turn the scared into speed.
And my beautiful wife, Lauren, there at the final corner, the home stretch, cheering me on as she always is, giving me the final boost that I so desperately needed. Running, for me, has always been something very private, very personal. But my secret weapon on the 28th of September 2025 was that more than any other day, I was not running alone.